Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh. Welcome back to All the Mods 10 Limited Edition. Now, we're in our Vibranium area right now. And that is purely because we've got a second set of lasers. And these ones are for... there you go. Okay, of course it's not going to do it. There we go. Uranium. You just saw uranium. That's why we're doing it in the nether. Because we wanted some uranium. We're getting a load of other stuff as well. A load of other gubbins, but... I did say that that's what I wanted to do. It means that we've got a decent supply of uranium, meaning that we can make more fissile fuel. And that's the plan, right? Because we want to get more antimatter. That's the plan. Now, I don't have any antimatter. Antimatter. There you go. I don't have any more since last episode because we ran out of fissile fuel at one point. Why am I doing that when I've got my travel staff? My trusty travel staff. Love it. I will say my frames are absolutely knackered right now. I did get a comment about this, about my frames, and now I've noticed it. So thank you for pointing that out. But they are a little knackered. And if I turn off my shaders, they're a little better, I should say. But you know what? It doesn't look that bad, does it? Without shaders. I might put my shaders on right at the beginning and right at the end of an episode. But yeah, I'm going to turn them off for now. It is a good point. I should probably just play with them off because... my computer can't handle it, apparently. Even though it could handle it in Season 1. Although, to be fair, Season 1, I didn't play with shaders either. But yeah, let's play without shaders for a bit. It still looks really cool, in my opinion. Like, this whole thing. Anyway, what are we doing? We are going to make some brine. Out of all of the things. We need to make brine for some lithium. So, if we have a look at lithium... it's this stuff. So the lithium dust, you use it to make, I think it's these things, the induction cells, and then you use the induction cells to make the ultimate induction cells, which are used for the mech suit. Because we are going to try and get a mech suit today, purely because, I mean, why not? We're pretty much unkillable as we are right now anyway, but I want to get a mech suit anyway. You could just make this. That's pretty cool. The only thing about the jetpack is it's a jetpack and it's not creative flight. And I'm so used to creative flight at this point that it doesn't really make sense to do that. But yeah, we're going to try today to get the body, the legs, the feet, and the helmet. Now, I would say there's one thing about the mech suit that is kind of annoying, and that's that you can't enchant it. So if you've got some like really, really cool enchants, you can't really use it. Another reason, by the way, we're turning off our shaders is because sometimes the mech suit doesn't work with shaders. We'll put them on when we get the entire like mech suit. Put the shaders back on just to see if it works again. But sometimes it just like makes it go invisible. And yeah, that's not really that fun, is it? So anyway, right, let's crack on with this. We need to make a thermal evaporation controller. So I've actually got all of the thermal evaporation stuff already done. Now we need 2 of these, so I'm just going to do 2. We need, I think we need 1 in and 1 out, don't we? Actually, we need 2 in and 1 out because we're going to put heat into one of the inputs. So we need 6 because we got 2 towers, and then we also need, I don't remember how much of this. Oh, to be fair, I'll just do 64 for now because we also can just get some structure glass, which I've already made like a bunch of. So thermal, they're all coming in right now. To make this, by the way, you do need some steel. You need a superheated element, which uses some steel as well. And you need bronze, which I've already completely automated, right? So there we go. I'm going to do this underneath our Borg ship over here somewhere, I think. So F3G, we're going to do it right here because maybe in this one. Yeah, we'll do it here. Why not? Just because it's already chunk loaded. F3G. If we have a look at the map right there. There you go. It's already chunk loaded. Toggle reach round placement. Okay. I'll leave it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. And then I'm pretty sure you just put this one here. And we need... something like this is what I'm going to do. And I think the edges need to be at least like this. And then the rest could be structure glass. I think that's how that works. We should try it, I suppose. Not in the middle, though. But yeah, this is a weird one because it's like you can make it an even number. I don't know if you can make it an odd number even. There you go. That is a fully formed thermal evaporation controller right there, or the unit right here. Stick in some water into this. It will turn into brine. And then you put the brine through again and you get lithium. And that's what we're actually after. We're not really after brine. So I'm going to put this... We use the heater for both. That's a point. Yeah, we use the heater for both. Both of them don't need water. So, yeah, anyway, let's build this one out. I'm going to do the exact same build as we got right here. So, let's do that. So, it's sort of like a upside down table looking thing. And then I'm going to put the controller there. Heat can go in this one, and then that can pass into here, and then this one is going to have an output right there. Beautiful. And then we're just going to stick in an eternal water block. These are from Evilcraft, by the way. I had I had a comment about this. This isn't the one from Zycraft. This is from Evilcraft. It's completely different mod. They do look very similar though. So Zycraft, I think it uses the blue, right? This one, the water block. They look very similar to this one, but they are different blocks. Just putting that out there. Anyway, this thing here has probably not got much heat, so it's not making anything right now. But we're going to use a heat generator, which I think is going to be this one. I did forget about something with this, to be fair. Yeah, we need to make the heat pipe. Is it called cable? No. Okay, if I do that and then thermal, there you go. That's what we want to do. I'm not going to program this one in. I'm just putting it out there because we don't really need to. We're not going to use this like a ton. In fact, I don't remember any other usage for the heat stuff. So, yeah, we're not going to program that in. There we go. And then finally, we've got to do this one as well. It does take a little while. Maybe I should have a few of these like on hand, to be fair. Some of the alloys. That's always been the case. Anyway, we stick that one there. Why are you not connecting right there? Oh, because this isn't finished yet. That is correct, actually. There you go. So now you're connected. And what we do is if I stick this one here, why is it like that? The heat, by the way, it has to come out of one of these sides. And I don't think there's a side config for this. So we need to stick it like that. There you go. So that's going to put heat into these. And we're already getting a little bit of brine. Right, there you go. That is all we need. Even the snail's coming over here. Snail's saying, that's too slow. And that's because I forgot to up the temperature right here. So should we do this to 500? Oh, we also need a pipe for this. So I'll just use an ultimate pipe, why not? Stick that one there. Love it. And then configurator. I have one in my backpack, I think. Why are you not? Okay, there we go. There you are. So that is going to come into here. And that's already making the lithium from the brine. Anyway, you pump that out into a... Is that a pipe as well? Wait, is that gas or a... I think it's a... No, it says liquid lithium, doesn't it? Yeah. So that is a pipe. I think you pump that out into a rotary condensator, which turns it from liquid into a gas. And then you put that into a crystallizer, chemical crystallizer. Rotary condensator. I think this is from my memory, so this might not be absolutely right, but I think it is. I think it's correct. So rotary condensator. What was the other thing? Chemical crystallizer? Did I ever make a chemical? It's a dissolution chamber. I never made a recipe for this. I suppose I was like, oh, we don't really need to use it that often. Should probably have still made a recipe for it though, right? Anyway, there you go. There's our chemical crystallizer. So that's going to pipe out into here, which we're going to say condensate. Oh, you're not piping out. That's why. There we go. Other way around. There you go. So you get lithium, and then we need to put that to go into here, and then that's going to output lithium dust, which we need for the mech suit. Right, use my trusty ender pouch. You can see that I've got everything right here. Now, I was thinking the other day, I was like, why am I using an ender pouch when I could just get them to like instantly go in to my system again? But it's because I don't have to search the system. I can literally just look in here and that'll be all of the stuff. I think that's a good idea. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I made too much thermal evaporation. So thermal evaporation. 42. 42 is how many we need. We do this. Yeah, 40. No, wait. 48? 48 is how many we need. Yeah, of the thermal evaporation blocks. And then you need 2 thermal evaporation controllers. And you need 6 of the thermal evaporation valves. Now, I'm actually going to bump this one up. Let's do 10,000. It's going to be a lot more heat. That means that we're going to get a lot more lithium. Well, we should do at least. Anyway, that's going to hopefully come into here. I need to say output that way instead for the chemicals. Like that. There you go. And then this one is making us lithium. I did just put all of the upgrades in this, didn't I? So it's quite quick. And then finally... right. Ooh, okay. I was trying to get myself an ender chest. Ender chest. Stick an ender chest right on top like that. There you go. And we can just say output to the top. There you go. Now, lithium. I might... yes. I am going to say this thing... you're only going to work without a redstone signal. And we're going to do the same thing that we did previously. So I'm going to get myself redstone link. Yeah, there you go. Redstone link is going to go there. We're going to take a lithium dust, if we can get it. Thank you. We're going to stick them on like that. And that's it. I think that's all we're going to do. Oh, why am I... I've got my stuff for traveling. I need to remember to use it. Anyway, we're going to pop back down here, and I've got a detector thing right there. So I'm going to set up a second detector right there. Lithium, lithium. Detector. This thing. This thing is just so slow. I'm just going to put that out there that I really don't like the new way that Refined Storage does its like auto crafting like that. It's cool that it shows us like that how much stuff it auto crafts. It used to be so slick though. It was such a like awesome slick sort of system. I quite like that. Those up against the wall. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to stick one of those in there, and we're going to say 512 again. Emit signal when it's above 512. There you go. So if we do lithium. There you go. When it gets to 512, it should turn everything off. I might move this one. So, nah, we're good. Anyway, yeah, let's start by trying to automate, or I've already put all of the induction cell stuff in induction cell. I want to see how many we need for an induction cell. There you go. How many? So we need 256. Okay, so I should probably double this so we can make 4 at a time. Oh yeah, times 2? That doesn't work anymore, does it? Okay, so 1028, that's fine. We can do 1028 instead. And we can at least make one of these right now. And that's part of the mech suit. I'll try and make the body armor first. Am I going to regret this? I've turned the SPS and the like reactor hum off. I bet you I'm going to forget that I turned the reactor hum off at some point and forget that this is on. So I usually use the sound of it as like my way of knowing if it's on or not. Anyway, I did decide that we're going to set up the... because there's another thing that you need to do for the mech suit. You need to like actually put the add-ons in. So we're going to try and get a few add-ons as well today if we can. So this one right here, we can actually make. I'm going to say go off and make us those things, please. It's going to make the polonium pellets as well. Which I think is this one, isn't it? You going to do it? I think it already did it. And the waste has been spread out. Oh, I should show you that all of the waste has disappeared already. That's because I've been AFKing a little bit, to be fair. So it's to do with that in it. But yeah, we can make this thing. We've got all of the bits for it. We just need to take that one off. Now, I'm considering maybe getting rid of my enchants. That's probably a good idea. We're going to get rid of the enchants that we've got on here first. I don't like it without shaders. I wish the shaders work properly. For me, at least. Okay, so unobtainium. Pop that one in the middle. There is our mech suit body armor. There you go. Awesome. So we can stick that one on. It doesn't really do anything for us right now. I don't... does it do much? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't enchant this either, but yeah. Anyway, oh, that does remind me. If we're going to do that, I should strip all of the enchants from the rest of my unobtainium gear as well. Anyway, let's see if we can make... let's make the helmet. The helmet's actually got some really cool... Are you going to be okay with that? Yeah, good. The helmet's got a really cool, like, set of stuff that you can do with it. Ah, we were out of redstone going through there. That's purely because I just didn't put enough in, apparently. This thing's quite slow. I might upgrade this purely for the speed that you can get from the others. Like this one right here is ×5 speed. And this one is ×125 speed. So that means it will chuck in like a bunch of redstone if it wants to do anything. I don't know why I keep coming up here, by the way, but I was going to set up the mech bench modification station. What a name. Right, let's try and make this one first, and it gets rid of the helmet. Of course it does. Unobtainium helmet. Thank you. And then the other one was the modification station. Go and make us those, please. Yeah, that one. Thank you. This thing actually needs power, so I might actually tap into power over here. It's kind of a hodgepodge over here, isn't it? But kind of works. I do love my white concrete. It's my go-to building material. Anyway, we're going to stick this one on our head, and that's going to get a bunch right there as well. Or we might as well keep going and make the rest of this as well. Or at least, like, get the... get it all going, at least. There you go. And then, by the time this is done, by the time we're done with stuff, we should have enough. H? Was it H that we needed to... Oh, I just turned my shaders back on. Didn't mean to do that. There's a way of turning the HUD off. I actually don't mind the HUD, but I know people find it, like, distracting sometimes. Now, oh, that's a point. If we do turn our shaders back on, they fixed it so you can actually have your mech suit on. I wonder. Yeah, you can see it even with shaders now. Oh, well done, Mechanism, guys. That's really good. Right. Anyway, let's try and get some of these upgrades. So, at mech upgrades. Yeah, there you go. We might have to program a few of these in because we're going to make like a ton of them. So, ooh, that one actually requires all the modium plate now. That's interesting. I like that. I like that they've done that. That's a really, really poor recipe, by the way, is doing it that way. The best way to do it is you just do it via the casting table with Productive Metalworks. We're not going to get into Productive Metalworks just yet, but we will eventually because I think I've got a plan for this one up here. And that is we're going to use ice and fire to make our unobtainium or the modium alloy blocks, which does mean we need the molten unobtainium and all the modium. And we also need an ice dragon, so that's going to be quite interesting, I think, us doing it that way. Anyway, this one here, we also need... Why did that not... Yeah, go on. There we go. Bronze nuggets. Do we not have a recipe for bronze nuggets? Okay, we'll have to do that as well. So yeah, We're not going to do the color modulation. Maybe we should. We've never done it before. Nah. You don't need to change the color of it, do you? Laser. Dissipates lasers that are hit by... Okay, we don't really need that one as well, I don't think. Maybe we'll get it anyway. Why not? So I should say this one's pretty good. You need 4 of them, but it means that you can breathe underwater. And if you've got the jetpack, it means that it will fill your jetpack with hydrogen if you're underwater, which is kind of cool. It was really good in Ocean Block because obviously full of water nearby. The inhalation purification unit, that is insanely good. This thing, oh, we definitely want to get this. 100% we're getting that. Because it basically removes negative effects. Now, there is a purification, like, potion effect you can get, which you could put on the infusion pylon, but I'm already at this point now, so I'm going to do it this way. I do apologize, but that is just super easy right there. We don't need to make the vision enhancement because we don't need night vision. Although it does give you, like, lava vision, doesn't it? So maybe we'll come back and do that eventually. Nutrition injection unit automatically feeds the player nutritious paste when hungry. We might come back to this because I'm trying not to use the, like, infinite ham or whatever it is in my backpack. I mean, we made the feeding upgrade already, but... Aha, this one also... There you go, thank you. Go away. Lovely. It's not raining anymore. Love it. This one also, we only need 1 of it, so I am just going to pop it in, I don't know, over here somewhere for now. It's not the right order. That's going to annoy me if it's not in the right order. There you go. Perfect. Nice one. Right. So from here, what we can do is charge distribution unit and go and make us all of that. That also uses lithium, by the way, the ultimate induction provider. We could technically make one of the big battery things that you can make with mechanism, but I've never seen the need. I've never needed a buffer, if I'm honest. That might just be me though. So if you want to make one, then definitely suggest it because it is it's a cool thing to build. I've just never needed to. So meanwhile, we can always continue on. So gravitational modulation unit, we're not going to make that because that just allows you to fly. So we don't need it. The elytra unit, nah. I don't like elytra flight. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but it's kind of annoying. Locomotive boosting unit. Maybe we could make this one. Is that the one that makes you jump higher, or is it sprinting speed? I don't know if I can be bothered to make those. I don't like flying around like stupidly quick. Maybe we'll make it at some point. Allows users to act as though they're on... Oh, this one's really good. This one is insanely good. And I'll tell you why. It means that you can be flying around in, you know, your flight mode. In fact, that again is one of those that we can just make one of. And you can mine stuff as if you're just like on solid ground, which is so good. It's ridiculously good. Okay, we don't have a hammer apparently, but we do. Oh, we don't have a hammer. Okay, fair enough. So the hydrostatic repulsor unit, this thing is pretty cool. It means that basically water's not there if you're running around near water. That's pretty fun actually, and it's quite cheap. So in fact, I might get rid of all of these once we're done, all of the recipes for them. The magnet one is the one that's really annoying because that's the one that like constantly pulls power and causes lag. Frostwalker we don't really want. Soul Surfer we don't really want. Solar Recharge and the Geothermal, yes, we kind of want these two though. And they are stackable. And I have got everything for the solar one, which is kind of fun. And what about the Geo one? Yeah, we could do that one. Easy enough, innit? Cool. Okay. Right. I'm going to try and... I'm going to stick them in here. Why not? I'm going to try and make all of the bits that I want before we put them all in. So you guys can see what upgrades I put in my mech suit. So ever since we've started getting loads of uranium, this is shot up with the amount of fissile fuel we're producing. So that's pretty cool. So I did just increase this burn rate. So it's now at 250. So that's 10 times what we had it set to before. And it looks like the antimatter is actually coming in pretty nicely, which is good. Anyway, I will say as well that for some reason, I didn't think about this, but everything here needs lithium. So we can't make like a bunch of these because it needs a ton of lithium. Although I did set... Why are you... Oh, okay. Why is my scroll wheel the thing that changes this? That's just... No. I'm literally hovering over this. I want to scroll down in here to see what I'm missing. There you go. I don't like that, if I'm honest. There's a few things, like specifically that screen, like this screen right here, I don't like. It never used to be like this. And it's cool and everything that you see all of this stuff, but I don't like it whatsoever. Anyway, personal preference and all that. Let's get 8 of these if we can. Right, I'm going to make 8 of the energy unit thingies, but we don't need 8. We need more than that. We need 8 times 4. So we need to put them in every single piece of our suit. Also, was that antimatter? Yeah, there it is. Nice. So we can now use that to make... Oh, no, you don't have enough because I just used... Oh, no, maybe not. That's going to get the radiation shielding as well. Did I ever make the thing that goes in here? The distribution? I didn't. Oh, okay. Distribution. This one. Oh, yeah, because we were waiting on these things to finish. Okay, right. Let's get the rest of that done as well, I guess. Right, we got ourselves the charge distribution unit. We popped it on like that. This thing's pretty cool. So, let's say we're using something in our helmet. We're using, I don't know, the inhalation purification unit thing. And we're not using, I don't know, something in the boots, like the radiation shielding or whatever. What will happen is if we don't already have wireless charging, which we do, but yeah, what will happen is the body armor, basically it keeps all of your suit items the same power. So it distributes them. It's exactly what it says on the tin, right? Or on the label right there. So charge distribution, meaning that if, I don't know, out of the 16 million FE in the suit helmet we've got right there, if it goes down to 8, then it will go back up because it will basically nick all the power out of the rest of the stuff. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for that. Anyway, we got all of that now. I am currently trying to get loads of energy units. Energy units. Now, I've already got 20, so that's not too bad, is it? I'm going to put some in the helmet like that. There you go. And they take 8 each. Put that one in the body armor as well. And we've got an extra 4, which I'm going to put in the boots. Just for now. We are currently making the rest of it. It's just, it takes its sweet time because there's so much infused alloy you need. And also you need quite a lot of steel. I had to crack into my lignite coal stuff and put that through here because, yes, the enriched carbon was being a right pain in the bum. So let's do that. Yeah, okay. Well, also I put in loads of redstone in here as well to keep this one happy because, yeah, we don't have enough enriched redstone for this. How many enriched do we have? Yeah, I've got loads of enriched carbon that I put through. We've got loads of enriched redstone, which should keep this happy for a little while. However, if we have a look in here, yeah, we still need over 1,000 left to do. So that's insane, the amount that we need to infuse right there. But it does look like it's making everything for us, so that's really good. And that is quite a lot of gold that we needed. So I'm pretty happy about that. So now, if we have a look, energy distribution, we can put the rest of those in the suit of armor. Now, what I will say, why are we not powering these? Okay, we are powering them. I think this thing is set to transfer limit of 80. Should we increase that to 8 million? There you go. That might charge these a little bit nicer. Should we see what that's doing to our power? If we open this one up right here. I'm less worried about going in here now, because even if the wither is like free, or you know, free doing its stuff. Oh, also we could probably come over here. We don't take any damage. We do have the like head banging of it, but if we do this and we come in here, it still goes do 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 do. Also, did you notice the slowness goes away? Oh, missed. So if we come over here, we should get slowness, but the inhalation purification unit means that we don't get slowness because it's a bad effect. So it's like, nah, get rid of that. So good. Anyway, how's this one doing? That's actually just doing well. We're actually pulling a bunch of power out of this. Oh, I love it. That's so good. That's so... Oh, hello. You're flickering. Why are you flickering? You are good. You are good. You... Oh, yeah. I did that last time as well, didn't I? Let's keep an eye out on a few of these. So we've got ice. Perfectly fine. Yeah, we got all of that. Are you doing okay over here? Yeah, you still got a book. You're still doing okay as well. I'm really proud of this, by the way. Loads of people had some really nice comments about this as well. And they gave other suggestions on ways to do it. But I really like the little solution we've got. It's quite neat and tidy, in my opinion. The food thing, that's still going pretty strong. This one's still going strong as well. Is charcoal's going okay as well. That one's going all right. That one's going all right. That one is going all right. Everything is going well. Now, I did get a comment that maybe I should have a like chest, which has like a bunch of these things in there. I'm using iron for that. Okay, ingot. I suppose iron is the one that we've got the most of. Usually it's copper, isn't it? So you always get like a ton of copper. Although we are doing manual mining, I guess. It's a bit weird. I suppose we're getting loads of iron because of the cave creepers, so that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, okay. But yeah, we should get a chest and put like one of everything in there. Like we don't have to do it with this one because we've already got the drawer, but like we should put some rockets in there. We should put, you know, a few bits of bone and some nether stars and so on and so on. And the pink stuff, definitely the pink stuff. And maybe have like some lava knocking about as well. And that way we can reboot this whenever. I like that idea. I'm going to set that up between episodes, I think. Yeah, there you go. You got that back. Nice. Poisoning, it says right there. Nice. And you're doing fine with your gunpowder. And you're doing fine with your ice. Perfect. So that thing does flicker. I don't know why it's flickering, if I'm honest. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Bypass limit. We are putting out 20 million FE per tick right now, which is pretty good. And we are 100% full on all of our flipping heck. Or GFE. What does G stand for? Giga? We are the Giga right now. Okay, let's pop back out. And I'm going to try and see if we've got those energy. Okay, we've got 12 more. Is that all of them? Wait a minute. It is. Oh, sweet. Okay, well, we can go put that in the rest of our armor. So it was those ones and those ones. And the charge distribution means that it just... Do you see that? It leveled all of these out. So all of these have got 2.2 now, 2.21, 2.22. Yeah, brilliant. Now, personally, I quite like playing with shaders, even if it does drop my frames by a little bit. It is kind of noticeable. I get it now, but yeah. I might play with shaders from now on. Let me know what you guys think, because obviously I'm doing this for you guys, and if it's making you feel a bit poorly because of it, then yeah, I probably shouldn't have mentioned it, to be fair, because a lot of people are probably going to be like, oh yeah, it does make me feel poorly, now that I pointed it out. Like that dead pixel that is on your screen somewhere. Like, now that I've pointed it out to you, you're going to be like, ah, oh, why'd you do that, Pilpoh? Anyway, right, I'm going to call it here. We've got like a decent set of armor right here. We should probably go and use this. Okay, we'll do one warden fight. I'll tell you that. We'll go and fight the warden. And fingers crossed we don't die, because that would be hilarious if we did die to it. But let's go do one warden fight. If we die, we die. But but we shouldn't because I think we're stacked. I thought it would instantly do it, but maybe not. Okay. There's still a vengeance spirit around here somewhere. Love it. This last one? Isn't it 3 and then it starts summoning? Or is it 4? Come on. There we go. That should be it, right? Yeah, there we go. I swear the unobtainium helmet was better than the suit right here. Like, if I do this. We can just tank it. And our power's still going up. I love it. Amazing. Right, we're going to do all of the fights that we're going to need to do. That's not going to summon another one, is it? Yeah, it is. Classic. Right, we should take this one out, to be fair. And an RTP away. And there you go. Yeah, we'll do all of the fights next episode. We need to definitely do some stuff. I believe it's for this one right here, the Oblivion Shard. So we need to get this Void Forge sort of hammery thing. We need the Meat Shredder as well, which is kind of cool, because you need the Witherite ingots, which you get from killing the Wither, or the Wither Plus, whatever it's called. Yeah, the mechanical Wither. It looks so cool. Anyway, we'll like look at that one next episode. That would go really well with the Borg ship. It looks like it's like assimilated, like an assimilated Wither. Ah, I love it. And also all of the blocks kind of go. I've got a bit of red in them, don't they? But yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, right. I'm going to call it here. So thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. I'm going to take the helmet off before we do this. There we go. Bye.